One of my best friends from Waterbury, Connecticut. He's visiting us at a bit of a reunion on our home leave in July of 1971. And I'm recording this here in Tokyo, Japan in 1985 in July. So this is 14 years ago. There's Sandy Kovner-Kersner, Elliot's wife, outside of Ruth Geisinger Frank's house before they sold it in New Haven. There's there's George Frank shooting pool with Elliot and Uncle Jimmy. This is a Frank family pool shoot, it looks like. Uncle Jimmy coming around. That bald head is actually his arm. This camera did not look, but he's sighting on that red ball. He gets a red ball and it's gone. Good shot, Uncle Jim. He's going to rack up another one here. 8-ball in the corner pocket. Must be a little game of 8-ball. Say goodbye, 8-ball. Jimmy had spent a few hours. Well, hello, Michael. This is 1971, so Michael is how old? He must be about 7. Elliot again. He's put on about 50 pounds since these movies were taken. I stayed at Elliot's and Sandy's house. There's their daughter Robin. She's a student at the University of Miami now, working this summer in Miami. I got an invitation to Elliot's and Sandy's 25th wedding anniversary this summer. I won't be there in time. I think I'll be in Boca the day that the anniversary is. Uncle Sidney. How you doing, Sid, old buddy boy? And there's Joel. And there's Ruth in the background, I think with Judy Frank, looking at some books. And there's Aunt Londa, Sidney's wife. Joel again. Joel passed away, gosh, about 5 years ago, 4 or 5 years ago, right after his son Mark's bar mitzvah that we attended, Folk and I. And there's Aunt Marion. Come on, Aunt Marion, dance with the little Margie girl. Come on, Aunt Marion, dance with me, Margie's saying. Come on, dance, let's have a little game. Margie looks like Jennifer, or vice versa. Cute little girls. Margie's a mother now. Makes somebody a grandfather and somebody else a great-grandfather and a grandmother. A few times over, great-grandmother rather. And there's Uncle George again with the Margie girl. Adri. There is Janie. Where's Jamie? That must be Jamie there. Yeah. Hey, Jamie, baby. Jimmy and Janie's daughter. Just an infant. Caryn, Judy. There's Margie in the background getting into some good food stuff, some goodies she's picking over there. There's the GF with a full head of hair and his sideburns hanging down. And some Frank guys. Artie and George and Sidney Crank, Aunt Mary. Here's the Joel. I guess Leo wasn't there. He would have had 6 or 7 of the boys. Grandma Ruth. Aunt Marion. Back to that scene again. We're standing in the hallway there, I think, or in the alcove of the house. Makes a nice picture frame around our heads. Good idea, Ruth. Glad you built it like that. Little family portraits. Aunt Marion. And the boys talking over big deals. Yeah, I think I'll sell Scovilles. Well, why don't we buy Scovilles? How about some Eastern Airlines stock? How about a Lynn & Brockton shoe store? Started to say I stayed at Elliot's house when I went to the 30th Crosby High School reunion party. That's the first reunion I've ever gone to. I've seen people I hadn't seen since I left Waterbury close to 30 years ago. Uncle Jimmy packing up to go back to Boston. That was one of the old Chevys my dad gave him, I think. Oh, and Jimmy took some movies, some pictures. I think I got some of the pictures he took that day. He took excellent pictures. Of course, he's a photographer now. He's into photography. Oh, goodbye, Grampy. See you later. He was going somewhere. Londa's leaving. Hi, Caryn. She was showing off her drawings. I think she'd been doing some crayoning in the table there. There's Michael. Oh, here's our arm wrestling match. This camera was real screwy, so all you see is the top of our heads, but Caryn is going to help her daddy beat Big Uncle Jim. He's too strong. Must be 3 times as strong as I am, and I'm supposed to arm wrestle with this guy. So I said, come on, kids, give me a hand here. Let's switch arms. I'll help your daddy. Come on, pull, pull. We're doing it left-handed. Now I'm using both hands. Jimmy's still using one hand. And there are the kids. There's Michael and Tommy and Caryn. We won, all right. We won, little guys. Good for you. Jimmy is so strong. What a bull. Okay, we're not getting... The tops of the heads aren't exactly very attractive, are they? Even though it's a full head of hair there. Put a hold on this for a minute, okay? And there's the Frank kiddies with Jan and Gail. Bob and Sallie Quasha. Bob had a brain tumor that left him with some pretty serious physical handicaps for a while, but he came out of it. He had some muscular coordination problems for a few years, but therapy, he's 100%. He drives, he remarried. A girl with 3 kids. I think he's a grandfather from his kids now. Where is this? Components division. Must be Fishkill. Might have gone and visited Fishkill for a day at IBM up in the Hudson Valley. There's a view of the New York skyline from LaGuardia Airport. We're flying from Connecticut to Cleveland now. Stopping in Cleveland on our home leave trip. And I think we went down to Boca after that. Getting on the old Astrojet. Little kitties. There's the Katsu. Michael A. Tommy P. Where's Margie? There's Margie, girl. Come on, little Marge. She's about 4 years old there. Cute little tyke. Independent. Just as independent as Jennifer is, I think. Must be the last of the tribe syndrome. Here's Maxie Waxy. And that's a Fink kid. Yeah, got a lot of thespian in him. This is Lake Constance with Werner Dreyer. Adri stayed on for a couple of weeks in the States, and I came back to go back to work. And I made a weekend trip down to Lake Constance with Werner. His brother was a policeman, police captain down there. And we saw some of the sights, took the Volvo on a ferry boat across the lake. Constance is the border between Switzerland and Germany. And we got on at one point, and I think we got off in Switzerland. This might be Switzerland here, waiting at the border point to go through. There's the old Volvo, 1970 Volvo station wagon.